Well, hi there. If you are joining from the KCRA Facebook and YouTube pages, I know it's been a while since we've done one of these nightly weather chats. If you're joining me from one of my own pages, be it my Facebook or my YouTube channel, I don't know that I've ever done a live weather chat from these pages, but it's something that we're hoping to reboot. Of course, Facebook live chats used to be a lot of fun. Fun way to interact, talk about the weather, answer some questions, talk about other stuff, whether it be climate, water, anything else that's going on in Northern California. So yeah, first time in a while, but we've got a few things to talk about. So I've got my phone up in front of me. I'm going to try and follow along with some of the comments. Yeah, let me know what you're thinking about with the weather, what questions you have. It's 8:15 on a Thursday night. Does this time work for you for these kinds of live things? We're going to try and find a little schedule that works for everybody where we can take, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes a night and have a little bit of fun. So we're in a beautiful stretch of weather right now. Temperature today in Sacramento was right around 90 degrees, so that's right around average for this time of the year. But it is going to get a little warmer tomorrow, and then it'll be nice and comfortable for this weekend. But something I look at daily and that I wanted to show you guys kind of right off the top here was our sunrise and sunset times. It's fun to pay attention to, especially as we get closer to the fall equinox. Of course, since the summer solstice back in June, we've been losing daylight. So to look at this, I like to go to timeanddate.com. Just a great, easy resource. You can search by location, by month, and you can pull up these charts very easily. So this is the chart for Sacramento today being August 14th. So the sun came up this morning at 6:19 a.m. But this is what caught my attention when I was filling out my little forecast sheet when I came in earlier this afternoon. Our sunset time, it's 8 o'clock tonight. This is our last 8 p.m. or later sunset until May 4th. Yeah, so for some who maybe root for the fall, root for the winter, root for something a little bit cooler, this is exciting. For those that like the longer days that come along with summertime, yeah, you know it's fleeting. I know for me, I tend to wake up with the sun, so as soon as the sun comes up first thing in the morning, I'm awake. So the later the sun comes up, the later I get to sleep in. And when you do the 10 and 11 o'clock news, well, sleeping in is kind of a good thing. So yeah, sunrise, sunset times, changing day to day. And actually what I also like about this little chart here is that it also shows you the change in daylight. So that's this column here. So compared to yesterday, we lost 2 minutes and 10 seconds of daylight. And this is actually the time of the year where we're losing daylight the fastest. As we get closer to the month of September, the rate at which we lose daylight, it gets slower and slower until we eventually get, or faster and faster until we get to the fall equinox, and then it gets slower and slower as we approach the first day of winter in mid-December. But that's a long way off. Just for fun, I did write down some little countdown dates. So for those counting down to the start of fall, we're 39 days away from that. We are 80 days away from going back to standard time. So if you're not a fan of daylight saving time, 80 more days until we set the clocks back an hour, and it gets dark at what, 5:15, and 105 days until Thanksgiving. I know. I think it was a couple of weeks ago that I walked into like a craft store or something. They had the Halloween decorations out. I thought, geez, it's not even back to school time yet. And well, it seems to get earlier and earlier, doesn't it? All right, that's enough about the sunrise and sunset times. Let's talk a little bit of weather, shall we? Let me look. Just give me a second here. I'm doing this all kind of off the cuff. High temperatures today came in a little bit cooler than what we were thinking they would yesterday. But temperatures still wound up right around normal. So here are the highs that I wrote down from the National Weather Service office in Sacramento. 89 today for Sacramento's Executive Airport, low 90s for Stockton and Modesto. Yuba City, Fairfield also right around 90 degrees. And the big difference maker today is that we really didn't have much of a breeze. The Delta breeze kind of taking a night off, and it's going to be kind of lax as we go through the day on Friday too. So here's a look at the latest wind speeds. Yeah, it's breezy in Fairfield. I was talking to somebody on social media yesterday. They fly remote control aircraft, and they said, I fly in the Fairfield area and it's always windy here. Where can I check the winds? Well, first of all, I check with the National Weather Service. They have a nice hourly chart there. But yeah, Fairfield does tend to be one of the windier spots just because of the topography. You've got the coastal range into Napa and Sonoma County. You've got mountains off to the south, and you've got the heat into the valley. The cooler air over the ocean forms a little area of low pressure over the valley, very small one, and just kind of pulls that cooler air inland. That's where we get the delta breeze coming in every evening. The central part of the valley, the winds are less than 10 miles per hour, so that is quite a bit weaker than what we were talking about at this time yesterday, and as a result, anywhere from 2 to 5 degrees warmer compared to this time yesterday. So not a huge difference, but it is going to set us up for a warmer day tomorrow. Temperatures likely climbing a few degrees back above normal. So here's something I put together for your Friday. Just give our graphics a second to load here. Come on. Sorry, the computer's still on its dinner break here. There we go. So that's what we're expecting tomorrow afternoon. Mid to upper 90s for the valley. It's going to be one of those days where we don't have much wind, but the breeze that we do have in the Sacramento Valley is going to be coming from the north. So with the north breeze, it'll be light. We're not overly worried about fire concerns for tomorrow, but with that north breeze, it does tend to warm things up on the west side of the valley. So Yolo County, Colusa County, parts of Solano County, those will be some of the hot spots tomorrow. While in the foothills, it's been a nice stretch there. It's been certainly summer-like. But not a whole lot changes on the west slope of the Sierra up into Tahoe. Not a whole lot changes there either. Tomorrow's probably going to be the warmest day we see of the next few. I want to show you why here. So this is sort of our computer model's version of the American model. It's all the same data that you would find online, looking through the National Weather Service. It's all free to access, but this is what it looks like on our particular computer system. So for the last couple of days, this area of high pressure has been sitting off to our east. That's where all the monsoon moisture is. We're kind of in no man's land. When we're in between weather systems like this, there's not really much to drive the wind in any one particular direction. It's kind of why the wind was so light today, and it's why it's going to stay fairly light tomorrow. Here's what's going to make the difference as we go into the weekend. An area of low pressure off the coast of British Columbia. It's a pretty strong storm for this time of the year. It's going to bring some good beneficial rain for the coast of British Columbia, and actually for western Washington too. We'll back this up to Friday night, Saturday. That's a good rainfall for August in that area. So yeah, some benefits there. It will be windy there if you have a flight in or out of Seattle Friday evening or maybe Saturday morning. There may be some delays as that system comes through. If you've been following some of the headlines on social media, I know some calling this an atmospheric river, which technically it's not incorrect. I did post a video on some of my social feeds just talking about what an atmospheric river is. It's something we normally talk about during the winter months. Atmospheric river is just water vapor, right? It's you need interaction with terrain and a storm system to turn that water vapor into rain. That's what we're going to see in the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia. We're going to see a few showers in far northern California Saturday night into Sunday morning. But we're talking less than 1/10 of an inch of rain, and we're also talking Shasta County, Siskiyou County, probably Tehama County, some spots in Plumas County, Lake Almanor, Quincy. You may see a couple of showers first thing on Sunday morning, but it's just that showers. We're not talking about a washout by any means. Anyway, I completely digress. Good soaking rain in the Pacific Northwest this weekend. Couple of showers for far northern California overnight Saturday into Sunday, but the rest of the region really is going to be gorgeous as we go through this weekend. Let me call that map back up, because what that low is really going to do for us meaning the Sacramento Valley, the San Joaquin Valley, is you can kind of follow the wind arrows around it. See how they're coming from the southwest? That's going to kick in the onshore breeze. When we kick that back in, the delta breeze gets going. We build up the marine layer a little bit better, and we drop the temperatures too. So temperature trend goes up a little bit for Friday, but then comes right back down Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Those numbers are for the valley. The foothills, we'll see some more subtle changes in temperature. Tomorrow's not going to get all that much warmer than today, and then this weekend temperatures will be in the mid-80s. So I hope you got something fun planned to go outside. I know I'm hoping to get outdoors. I love running on weekends, getting my bike out for a nice long ride. It's going to be a nice weekend for that. Last weekend, of course, we had the heat in the valley with temperatures in the triple digits. Let's see that this weekend. However, if you were joining us during one of our evening newscasts today over on KCRA or on My 58, yeah, you saw that. We do have some triple digits in the not too distant future. Keep in mind, the end of the 7-day forecast, there is lots of room for that to change, and many times so far this summer, we've been thinking in the next 7 to 10 days we could get some heat, and then we've pushed it further and further back. We'll see if that's what happens this time around, but just know that, yeah, this weekend, nice and comfortable. Next weekend, there may be a little bit of heat for us to contend with. It does not look like anything record-breaking. It does not look like anything too intense. And so far this summer has been really pretty tame. As far as number of 100-degree days goes for Sacramento, we're kind of tailing a little bit below average, which I know is kind of a nice treat, especially considering how hot last summer was. So yeah, we'll take the 100s as they come, but this coming weekend looks really, really nice. Again, we're going to try and do these live weather chats a little bit more often. I can see your comments on my phone here in front of me, so if you have any questions, I encourage you to post them in the comments. If you are watching from Facebook, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the KCRA YouTube channel. I'm going to be simulcasting, whatever you want to call this, to the KCRA Facebook page, my Facebook page, as well as our YouTube channels as well. So if you subscribe to the YouTube channels, you'll get a little notification when we go live. I'll also do my best just to post ahead of time on my pages and let you know when we will be doing some of these little live sessions. So hopefully we can take a little bit of time, have some fun, chat some weather, answer some of your common questions. But yeah, hop on, let me know. Otherwise, have a good night.